Kevin
You
Hart
tell
impression.
her, mind her damn business. Well, I come down there and I beat her ass. Do you want me to change like that? Do you want me to say, don't change, go take some stuff out? What I say? I said, you tell her, mind her damn business. Well, I come down there and I beat her ass. I got it. All right. I got it.
Guys, this was sponsored by My Ass. If you want to subscribe right now, you can get My Ass sent to you in the mail every single day. Please make sure you go to myass.com and kiss it. All right, that's all I have. That's my fake sponsor.
You're listening to the Media Man Dan podcast, your place for music, movies, news, reviews, and interviews. Welcome to the show. Get ready to rock. Let's rock!
This is my fucking night. This is my fucking night. This is my fucking night. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. Yeah!
What's up, guys, and welcome to the Media Man Dan podcast. Today, I have my friend Jeydon back with me for another awesome interview. And that is what happens when you're not only just close to me, but drop music 2 times in a year. So just take notes, all you people that are like, wait, Dan, can I go again? Fuck yeah. Join me anytime. Doesn't matter to me. Either way, Jay, welcome back to the podcast. How are you doing, my friend?
Well, thank you for having me, man. I'm glad to be back in the chair in the feeder of the Media Men. I'm doing pretty okay.
First thing that I thought of when you said it back in the chair, I was like, guy in the chair.
Guy in the chair.
So that was the easiest "How are you?" response ever. I loved it. That was perfect. Great job, man. How was your first time officially opening for a local artist?
I'm pretty all right. I mean, I had a few mess ups here and there, but you know.
Did you get
It
good
happens, you know,
crowd
first show.
response?
I'll be honest, like absolutely honest though, the crowd was pretty dead. I'm not even saying that to be rude. I'm just saying like it was dead mostly because there was like only like 5 people, not even really.
Oh, it's one of those.
It was pretty. It was a little disappointing, but you know, it's first show, whatever. Get the feet wet, you know, all that.
Yeah. Was it a weekday or
warm up?
Weekday or weekend?
Pretty sure it was a weekday.
Okay, that explains it.
Yeah.
Those are hard to get larger crowds.
Oh, absolutely.
But you had fun
people, though. So yeah, I met some pretty nice people. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Solid. You gave them the sample CD that you made?
No, that was just sample CD.
Yeah, the J's, whatever that was that you created, those handouts. You were like,
those were I had just those were just flyers, and like my printer doesn't have any ink in it, so I just like got some paper and I just stuck the paper in a CD. It's basically the album, but
okay.
I was just like, it's limited edition, man.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I saw the name on it, which, by the way, your signature looks awesome, and we're gonna have a picture.
I'm definitely keeping that.
Yeah, we're gonna have a picture of it right here in the middle. Everybody can ooh and ah.
You could put like that scene of that dude who had his face melted off and he looked at hard.
Don't look right! Keep your eyes shut!
But yeah, so that's cool. So you were giving out your album. What do you think of your album so far? We're gonna jump into it very shortly.
Sadly, I wasn't able to sell it though. I only had like 3 of them, but I did give one, however, away to a friend of mine who's helping me behind the scenes with when I was when I was on stage. They're very helpful with him, so I just gave him the CD. He was like, "Yeah, you can have it, man. It's all good."
Awesome.
But I'm proud of it. Like I'm pretty proud of it. So, like compared to anything else I've made. So yeah.
Perfect. And so how long was your set?
Um, I would say about like maybe like 20 minutes.
20 minutes. That's a
20
long
minutes, not too
time.
long. It's
No,
not
that's a
too
long
long.
time for anybody
Is
that's
it?
like brand new to the
Uh,
stage.
it was
Yeah.
like 20 minutes. Yeah.
That's like me doing like 5 sets of karaoke in a row. Not happening. Not happening. So I give you props, man. I'm so happy that you were able to have that experience. How far was it from the house?
Uh, can't really disclose that information.
Yeah,
But
no,
like,
it's
it
fine. Like an
wasn't far.
hour?
It wasn't far. No.
Okay, that's good.
It was like 20 minutes away. I'd say like,
Oh,
or
not
not
bad at
20 minutes.
all.
Not sorry, no, not 20 minutes. It was like 14 minutes away.
14 exact
Yeah.
minutes away. We're just gonna track your location on GPS. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. How confident do you feel about your voice now that you've been screaming for almost a year or longer?
um, I'm gonna be complete. I actually don't really know actually all that much. If I'm being really frank. I mean, I would say that I'm proud that like I'm able to do more with it. I would say that's pretty true. Um, I still think I got like some places to go, but you know, um,
So
still trying. It's
work in progress,
still a
constant
work in
training.
progress. Yeah,
I mean, you were working
but
on the fry scream, which is important. It's always good to
I'm still having trouble with that though. I still can't get it, but I can do the inhale scream though.
you're almost to the fry scream. You just
Uh,
gotta talk like that. Exactly.
yeah, sound like a crotch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You'll die in 7 days.
Y'all dying, saboteur. I don't know.
That was pretty close to
I
M
still have not
Shadows.
seen that movie. I have not seen The Ring.
Oh, you've never seen The Ring? I have not
I've
seen it
never
either.
seen it.
I've seen Scary Movie 3. Do you like Scary Movie?
Kind of. I used to as a kid, but not really as much anymore.
Not as funny.
No, I just didn't really think it was a. I don't know. I just like,
All right.
Don't have much of an opinion on it. I think it's
Then
all right, but
we'll
like,
change it up. We'll change it up. Superhero movie.
oh, the one with Drake Bell.
Yes.
Oh, that one's hilarious.
Truly. Just
Yeah,
insanely funny.
the best Spider-Man parody I've ever seen. Absolutely.
I don't know if there's anything close to like the amount of effort they put into the parody of
I know the
Spider-Man
amount
1.
of scene comparisons and stuff. Too. It was great.
I just love the animals in the beginning getting that
Oh,
weird serum or something where they're all turned on. It's like the most insane shit. I'll put a
yeah.
clip in there. But
I watched that movie like way before I was probably even allowed to watch that movie. I think I was like 8 or 9, I think, when I watched that movie.
yeah, PG-13 is
I
more
probably
handleable
shouldn't
though.
have.
I would say if you watch Scary Movie, like the first one or the second one, those are rated R, that would be more concerning than watching superhero movie. But
I thought the other one was more concerning, probably though.
true. There is
I don't know.
like some connections that you're gonna have, like this is my hero, right? It looks like my hero, sounds like my hero, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's the dragonfly.
It's the dragonfly, baby.
All right. Speaking of dragonflies, let's talk about the new album. No, I'm just kidding. That there's no connection whatsoever. Let's see. It's called The Lost Inside, and this is probably the 10th or 11th thing that I have seen called Lost something, whether it's Linkin Park song Lost or some other band's name Lost. Like Lost seems to be the thing this year. So you are in the hype train. Are you excited to tell us about this album and tell us about the ideas that you had going in, because you got some great tracks on here and I'm going to talk about those one by
Thank
one.
you.
But does this feel like the evolution that you were planning on from the last album?
Yeah, I would say that. I would absolutely say that. I'm pretty proud of it. I would say that like as I used a lot of new tricks that I learned. Um, do I say like after or as a word for after? I don't know what it is. Post, not post. No, that's like still pre. Anyways, um, sorry, I don't know words. I suck at English, guys. I'm sorry. So yeah, no, I'm definitely proud of it. I feel that this one is a little bit more upgraded to what I actually would have wanted to sound more because I doubled the guitars on it and it just sounds a lot more better. I had the
Yes.
levels done a lot better on the leveling. It's not as like peaky, I guess you could say, like very because the last one was very peaky on the volume, and for some reason people didn't really care. But I was like, but it's so peaky though. You don't hear that,
Peekaboo.
yeah.
Peekaboo. No, just kidding.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. But yeah, I see what you're saying. It was a little bit more raw when I heard this album. The first track, Nightmare, not first track, but second track, Nightmare, was like really good. Like big change. And then you get to your 2.0s, and dude, it sounds like night and day compared to the old stuff. And that's an awesome thing because whoever's producing, if it's you or if it's your
It was
team,
me.
just
Yep.
you
Yeah,
are
it was
getting
me.
so much more advanced with your understanding of how sound works. And
Thank you,
that's
man.
important. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Because I had because I worked with a few people actually during this whole process. Actually, it was myself. I did the guitars for Lights Out because After It All and Nightmare. I did the guitars for those. Oh, and because don't know if I mentioned already, but my friend Mark who lives around me. Sorry, I heard something. Anyways, but he did the guitar for Ghost 2.0. And then
All right.
I had Jax Knight returned for the Ghost 2.0 on the drums, and she also did drums on Nightmare. So that was very nice to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's got a great touch as well. Like it
no,
really
absolutely.
adds to the song. Like you go from
Yeah,
Lights Out, which is more of raw. It has no specific tempo beat, you could say. It's more just guitar. And
yeah.
then you go right into Nightmare and you're like, whoa, I like this. Remember, I was pretty critical on the like song arrangement of the last one. I really don't have many issues with this track list. I think that it's the best to finish an album with an acoustic track. After It All is a nice, simple
I
melody,
agree.
and it's a really good song as it is. And then you have the acoustic version. I love that. That's my kind
Yeah.
of album.
Like I wanted it to have full instrumentation, but then I also wanted some songs because I'm still probably gonna keep doing it too. I want some songs just be raw because I just like having rock turned vocals because I feel it just shows also that yo, I'm just one guy, hello, I'm just one dude. But I know some people, I know it's not, I know it's also but yeah, you're one guy, but look, just there's plenty of people that have drums and all these other instrumentations. What about you? What's your excuse, good sir? And
What's your excuse?
it's I don't know. I'm not good with drums. I'm just not good at working with them. So I just have other people do it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, either I pay them or they don't want payment. They just want credit, and I'm fine with that. But I don't know. It's just whatever works, I guess. But I just like keeping things raw when I can. That's all.
Awesome. And
I just like that sound.
Pretty soon you'll be investing your money into probably like Craigslist or Fiverr or something like that. They'll make a drum track for you and you can do whatever you want with it. And
Probably
it's only like $5. It's awesome.
I mean, normally in my process, I make the guitar stuff first, then I write the lyrics, and then I record the guitars first, and then I have the drums done, and then go into the other stuff.
How was the mastering in this? Because like I said, you have advanced in your understanding of production.
It was difficult. Let me just say it was because when I was first finding all these levels, because I wanted to make sure that it was all balanced, equally balanced, nothing was too loud or too peaky. But I think it came out pretty all right though. I mean, I'm pretty proud of how I did it. So,
for peaky, I should have done this.
You're like a nosy neighbor.
Exactly.
Howdy, neighbor.
All right. Now I have to ask, what was the inspiration to recreate or remaster Ghosts and 'Cause They Know?
Well, let me sit down, boy. Let me tell you a story. All right. So basically, the recreation of Ghosts, or Ghost 2.0, I should say. So Goose 2.0.
Goose
Am
2.0.
am I French? What's going on? Or something? I don't know. Goose. So Goose 2.0.
Goose 2.0.
Anyways, so yeah, so I in the original one, like there was a long story about it. It was like it was supposed to be a big collab project. It was supposed to be like me and another friend, and then Jackson and I, who we mentioned before. It was all just us. But then one of us dropped out of the project, and it was just me and Jax doing it. And then she did all the instrumentational work and stuff like that, and I just did the vocals and the lyrics and stuff like that. But it was like, and people just kept coming at me with that song like all the time, like on just that album, on the first album alone. And I was like, it just annoyed me because it just didn't feel like it was ever mine. I never felt like it was my song. I never felt like I did enough on it. I didn't have any real direction on it, really. I felt. I just said like, yeah, this sounds good. Yeah. What am I doing?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so,
No. This is
then,
perfect. Please elaborate more. You said that you felt good, and yeah, I completely get where you're coming from here. Like, let's just bring it on. No, I'm kidding.
It's like like she would bring the instrumentational back to me. I was like, so how does it sound? And I'm like, yeah, it sounds pretty good. Like it sounds awesome, But I just felt like really kind of jelly. Like, damn, I wish I could have made this track. I wish I could have produced it or something, or did a little more. Like that's just how I felt. Like I wish I could have did more contribute.
You wish you could have contributed more to the experience. Gotcha.
You really saved me there.
I mean, you're the star, man. Like your art history is what comes through. It's not Jax's name and then you're the feature. This is your project.
But yeah, so then I decided and I remembered that the media man of the dance, he reacted to my song years ago.
That was a good time, man.
He said it was a mystical song. It brought him tears of joy to his name. And so then yeah, you're just saying, oh, I hope there's screams in this. I hope there's screams in this. Where the frick are the screams, man?
Yeah, that's where that's where I messaged you, right? I was like, we need screams at this point.
Good sir. So then I was like, well, I got to put some screams in it because that's really what I wanted. I really wanted to be like I wanted screams on it. It was so bad.
Yeah.
After you said it, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I gave it the J treatment. I gave it the screamo treatment.
The J.
And I very much enjoyed it. Even though all I did on it really was direct the track. I was gonna do the guitars on it, but the way Mark just played the guitar, because I gave him the way to play it. Like I gave him because I made the riff, but I gave it to him, and he played it a little differently. And I'm like, you know what, man? You play the riff. You play it, man. You got it.
So he came up with the riff?
Half
of it. Okay.
Yeah. He came up with, he changed the course a bit, I think. I don't know for sure.
This was wrong. Ghosts or because they know. Okay.
Yeah, Ghost. But I did make the verse riff though.
Sweet.
I did make that verse riff, and I'm still I can't say I'm proud of it because it looks so easy on paper, but it's like eh. But anyways, because they know though, onto that one. All right, so that one, like I just don't really like the original too much. I don't really like it. I knew what I wanted with it. I knew where I wanted to go with it, but I just wasn't ready yet. It was not my time. So I was like, okay, I'll redo it, I guess. And I'll do the riff on it, rewrite the lyrics and stuff like that. The only thing I kept really was like I kept the same chorus lyric and I kept the same riff because I love that riff on the chorus. I love how I did it. And so then yeah, I mean I just sorry, I'm rambling again.
You're good. You're good. So when it came
Um,
to the remastering of this track,
mhm.
like the way that it's produced is very different from the original.
Absolutely.
How did you manage to take like what you originally had and make it more depth heavy? Like it definitely has more of a surround sound feel, especially I was blasting it in the car before this interview.
Oh.
And I was like, dude, this is equalized, like super equalized, especially on Ghosts. I was like, woo! That first
Oh
part where
yeah.
you're like, here's the raw take, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
was like, yes, bring me in. That's fantastic. That's my kind of production always. And I had Spotify here. I'll give you a praise. I had Spotify. They were like, here's your DJ for the day. Here's what you should be in the mood for. Here's songs you've never heard before. First two songs, perfectly fine. Second song, or no, third song was poorly mixed. Vocals
Really?
were like mid. I don't know what it was. It wasn't anybody I've heard before because it was like a suggestion by Spotify. And then I went to your album because I was like, oh crap, I got to recheck to make sure that I say the right things about your album. So I go into your first song, and I was like, okay, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. I remember this one. And then I got into Nightmare, and I was like, woo,
Yeah.
woo, what an upgrade from what I was listening to on Spotify that Spotify had recommended. So I hope
Want
that,
to break from the ads?
hopefully they will recommend your music. Yes, that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I hate
yes,
Spotify how they really taunt you with those ads too. Like I really hate it. It's like,
what?
want to break from the ads? Download Spotify Premium.
Oh yeah, no, I have
Want
Spotify
to give in
Premium.
to us?
But I have the podcast that like it's set when I'm listening to other people's podcasts
Yeah.
where they have commercials in my location because they know my location. So I start getting the same fucking bell tire in Schaumburg, Illinois. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I am trying to listen to a podcast. And it's like bell tire. I'm like, shut up. I'm trying to listen. That's it. That's my rant.
No, I absolutely get that. Oh man.
Bell tire. Actually, you know what, Beltar? I apologize. Hire me. I'll do your voice thing.
No, I actually have no idea really how I got that, like how I got that surroundish kind of sound. My guess is just a doubling guitar, I guess.
Mhm.
It's the magic.
It
That
is
and I
the
did a few
magic.
other things. I did a few other things like edit wise. But I can't really get into exactly because I don't really remember what they're called,
Perfect.
unfortunately. So unfortunately, guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to be very vague, unfortunately, with that.
So you won't be able to do it again.
Well,
It's
I'm
not a
happy I'll do it
pre-saved
again.
thing in your program.
Yeah, it's a. You look like you're drinking no liquid.
I know it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm drinking my invisible drink.
He's drinking some invisible liquid. It'll turn him into Super Dan.
That was so bad. Like my
I should have went
underchin.
chug, chug.
Chug, 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 chug. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So that's the story behind both of those songs. You just wanted to give them more light than they already had. I thought you were going to say something about Ghost's popularity because
Oh,
you didn't
yes.
expect it to blow up as much as it did. And I was like, oh, he's capitalizing on this.
No.
He's making sure that this song gets another like chance to grow again. And it's even better than the original, which I was very
Really?
impressed with. Yeah, I really
Oh,
enjoy
wow.
it, man.
Oh, that actually is a big compliment to me, actually. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I know that you're looking forward to my response is positive, so I'm giving you that positive response. Let's go negative now. No, I'm just kidding. My question is with recording 45, was that your 45th recording?
And I gotta be honest with you, man, it was my 45th take on it. No, I'm kidding.
Like you were just like playing any song that you had in your mind and you were just like, fuck all these 44. 45, you're like, good enough, throw it on the album.
The reason for that was actually the reason because of that is because like I didn't really know what to call it exactly. Like I was gonna call it something like I don't know, like line or something like that. I don't know.
Nice.
Because at the end it had that little doot doot doot, had that,
Oh,
that
flatline.
yeah, that I was gonna call a flat line or line or something like that. I didn't know.
That's
But
not bad.
because it was
It's
supposed to it was supposed to be a transitional type interlude into Ghosts, originally. It's supposed to kind of tell a little mini story there. But then I came up with that how I came up with how I came up with the title was, I don't know, just recording, and I put like 45 because, like, I don't know, it was like it was an old TV channel number I would watch religiously for cartoons. So there was
okay.
that.
Okay. That has
A
meaning.
little nostalgia.
Yeah, I was thinking like Shinedown Song 45, Solution 45, Christian Alveston's
It
project,
was
but
kind of inspired by like Slipknot a little bit, Slipknot titling a little bit.
Slipknot. Yeah, that does work as well.
Yeah.
Recording 45.
I like how they titled their stuff. So
Truly incredible artists as well. And speaking of incredible artists, we're going to move on from the album. My overall rating has continued to stay at a 7.5. It possibly could move up to that 8. I just need a little bit more time with it. And I need to get through those interludes, the little guitar samples, to get back into the big songs and then rate the big songs, see how they perform against the others. So when you start seeing those hundreds of thousands of streams, you know that I've been working. That's what I do for you, my friend. I listened to that album at least 3 times before this interview today. Heaven knows how long I listened to it on repeat when it first came out, because I was trying to figure out like the best way to represent my feelings. So I was like, let me try it at work. Let me try it in the car. Let me try it at my house. Let me try it on the speaker. Let me try it here. And it was really solid, man. Like I said, you're recording, your tech, your advancements and understanding is just benefiting you more than you can imagine. And after you finally make it all the way to where you're like, all right, Dan, I have my preset. This is exactly how it gets mastered. My guy over in whatever state takes care of it, sends it back to me, and it sounds perfect. I'm on tour with all these bands that I wanted to be with, and I'll be like, now go back to your old recording, and you can see that evolution and how crazy it was before you hit that status. And it's you're on the way there, man. You're moving up.
thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, my friend, for contributing to my bank account.
So speaking of artists, speaking of everything that's going on within the industry, are there any artists that you personally would like to recommend to people that just aren't getting the like love or notice from the regular people?
I want to shout out David Neer, Askrim. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but I met them recently and they're actually very nice people. Very nice band. I met the vocalist, very, very nice person. The Paper Life. Neat. Very good artist. Def Tech, who would probably never talk to me. Who else can I? Treehouse of Horror as well.
Tree House of Horror, based on The Simpsons.
Probably, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But
yes, and our friend Eddie Lamb Music.
Eddie Lamb Music, part of Cry of Silence.
Yep.
The intro to every single episode of this podcast.
Oh yeah, Lip Crunch. Forgot Lip Crunch.
So that is your choice.
Copyrighted.
Yeah, that's your choice for all of the artists that you currently are jamming to and have met in person. Some of them, like you said, that one band. What would be a ultimate lineup if you had like an arena or some big venue nearby you? Who would be at this concert or festival?
So I can just name like any band then? Like
any band,
any artist. Let me think about that. Let's see here. Well, I guess I'll have to say myself. Mr. Eddie Lamb himself. David Neer, of course. Maybe his sister as well, because she does sing.
Yep.
I hope she makes music eventually. And Lip Crunch, Pierce the Veil,
Oh,
Slipknot.
there we
Of
go.
course, we gotta have some Slipknot.
Got the big names.
Um, oh yes, and Santa Sonia as well. I would love to meet Adam Gontier at a show. Adam Gontier. I don't know. I keep messing up his last name.
Yeah,
It's
Adam
French.
Gontier of 3 Days Grace. Yes, now Saint Sonia. Absolutely awesome. I think we praised him last podcast, and he still deserves
I
it
think so.
because he's
Absolutely
amazing.
deserves it.
Absolutely. Hopefully, one day you will be able to meet him because I am not going to Canada anytime soon.
I want to just shake his hand, just tell him thank you for being awesome, and just
Bow down, kiss his feet. We know.
We're not worthy.
We're not worthy.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
All right, that's a solid lineup. This would be
Yeah.
probably Kana Fest. Kana Fest. That's what's gonna happen.
Kana Fest.
Kana Fest.
Kana
But
Fest.
actually,
that sounds wrong.
no, it sounds like Manifest. That's where my mind went, at least. Yeah,
That's what it reminds me.
Kana Fest. That
Manifest.
that could be
Canifest.
I'm telling you, I know it's not gonna happen. That could be a band name. Kana
That
Fest.
could. I don't know.
Nobody
maybe
else
something-
has that name. I guarantee it.
Who knows? Maybe I'm working on something behind the scenes. Who knows?
Ooh.
No.
All right. Let's see. What is your opinion on the modern state of pop, punk, and punk rock? What do you think of these genres now that we've had so many pop artists that are switching over and using that? Rap artists are using that. Metal artists are using some pop punk riffs. Do you think that this is a good thing to give it a limelight, or do you think that punk is meant to be rebellious and not in the mainstream?
Well, I gotta be careful what I say here. I could offend somebody here. But oh no.
Fuck off.
You had to ask me this. Oh man. I see it as like both a bad thing and a good thing. Sum 41. Hello.
Yes, I'm trying to make it visible, but it's not.
It's green.
It's oh my god, I can make myself disappear. Holy shit. I'm disappearing. Okay, sorry.
He's gone.
I put on my invisibility cloak. Either way, this is Sum 41. There we go.
There we go. But
these guys are punk rock.
Yeah.
And now they're gone.
Sad. I think it can be a good thing, but also kind of a bad thing, at least to me, like with like pop people going punk, I guess. Like, I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know what I think about it. It's like I'm just picky with what I listen to as well. Like I'm gonna be honest, I'm very picky. I don't really listen to many pop music either. I don't like MGK.
Why not, Jay?
Don't.
Actually, the better question is, why don't you kiss the ass of Olivia Rodrigo like the rest of them? Why? Why, Jay? Why is Misery Business not the best song in the world?
I don't know. I don't even really like Olivia Rodrigo even that much. Was it a bad song? Nah.
Nope.
I don't know. Wasn't a bad song. Just like I don't know.
Good for you is fine.
Wasn't my taste.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's about exes. And some people, don't want to think about that when they're listening to music.
It kind of sounds a little like someone by the name of T Swift.
Swifty. It's actually
seems
an
familiar.
off-brand of Peace Tea. There's Swift Tea.
There's Swifty.
Please tell me that I'm not going to get sued by somebody who actually made that. That would be so funny. Dan, we noticed that you were talking about our brand name, but we didn't even release this yet, so not cool, man.
Sponsored you?
So you can sponsor us. Yeah. That's the only way, but if you don't sponsor us, you pay us. Anyway, back to whatever I was thinking. So your opinion is that MGK, the modern state of pop punk, is good, but not those specific artists. You think that it's nice to see a change between pop artists
Like it's
and
nice to see
rock
rock and
artists.
stuff coming back. Like it's nice to see even people who were not even from the pop thing, coming just coming straight from metal and
Yeah,
stuff. It's nice. It's nice to see again, but I kind of just wish, it was still. I kind of just wish it was like still in the mainstream-ish, like kind of like how it used to be. But
hmm
you know, because
well,
post-hardcore stuff was at its peak, like back in like the late or
2007,
the
2008.
early
Yeah,
yeah. It's just like I don't know, like damn, I feel like it would just missed out without even realizing, I guess.
yeah, it's true.
At least
But
I
the
did,
the
but
good news is with my opinion of what pop punk has become recently is a
mm,
lot of people finally picking up an instrument and playing it, whether they play it
yeah.
correctly or not. They're at least showing that they play an instrument as opposed to like, get my laptop out, let's start recording. All right, song's
Bust out the
done.
keyboard.
Bring the laptop, plug it in on stage. I won't even go up there. We're just gonna play the music. People go
I can't even
crazy. Money, money, money.
I can't even talk too much crap about that though, because like I literally just I use an aux cord for my instrumentals when I'm playing. The reason why is because yes, I play guitar, I record all my riffs. Yes, I do.
Unbelievable,
But
Jay. An aux
I'm
cord.
sorry. but, but like yeah, because I just can't I have trouble screaming and singing and playing at the same time. I have trouble doing it. It's just I can't focus clearly, but I've tried, but just I don't know.
You
Just
got to
easier.
do the ultimate indie
Mm.
indie solo artist thing. Sit on your amplifier.
Sit on my amplifier.
I don't understand. Some people do that. They find comfort in it. Some people like lean onto it. I don't like that either. I think that
Mm,
putting any weight onto your amplifier can cause major trouble, but maybe I'm
absolutely.
wrong. I don't know exactly how the machine works. Never been a guitarist. But speaking of guitar, speaking
Mm.
of your work and your album and everything like that, how are you feeling confidence wise when it comes to playing? Because originally you were playing the simple, easy melodies, and like you said, you're doubling up now, and it's sounding really good. You add distortion to it, and it's not as raw as the old J, and I'm liking it, man. It's
Let's say
polished.
you're disappointed.
No, it's polished, man.
Oh,
Polished is good.
oh, that's good
I'm
then.
what can I say? I'm a Five Finger Death Punch listener. I want the smoothest, most beautiful production. I don't care if the song is trash. No offense to Five Finger Death Punch. Just kick Ivan out and you'll be good. But yeah, I think that it's a great thing if I hear really solid production. And yeah, like I said, man, you're kicking it,
Mm.
kicking ass.
I'm definitely like I'm pretty happy if how far I'm going with guitar. I'm learning some new tricks and stuff. So yeah,
Do you play pick or do you pickless?
I used to play pickless though. Like around the first couple songs, I was doing pickless, but then once I started doing more of the more of the what I'm doing now. So I just started using pick after that, and I was like, after the first album, I started using pick, is what I'm saying. But yeah,
Got it. Are you
never
like
been as
James Hetfield? You're just downstrumming all the time.
people just downstrum.
That's what he does. I don't
What?
know. I
You
can't. I
don't do
can't
the up and
understand it.
down, no up and
No,
down motion, nothing.
he's
Here I am
magic.
busting my wrist for no reason. Okay, see how it is.
Jay, you got to practice with Guitar Hero. It'll make everything better.
Oh, absolutely. That's how we all learn.
I honestly wish that we could just plug
Yeah,
in those guitars. Be like, I
yeah.
can play guitar.
Anyone can play guitar. Uh,
I enjoy this conversation so far. We're gonna have a couple more questions before we end it. What artist would you love to collab with in the future? Any artist, living or dead?
hmm. Living or dead?
Actually, that wouldn't work. Any
No.
artist. We'll just cut it off
I'll resurrect them somehow. I'll find
there.
a way. Don't worry.
Get up, Elvis. Get up.
Yeah, me, you, and David and Bridget and everyone else just go in the Canada gang. We'll go to the graveyard and we'll resurrect some people. Yeah, real Pet Cemetery like.
The ultimate super group. Yes, Pet
Yeah,
Cemetery like, yeah. Oof. I still haven't
but
seen that movie, but I know about it.
yeah, I haven't either. There's like two versions of it. But I would really like to collaborate with I mean, two people come to mind. Probably won't happen, but I'd probably say, God, there's so many possibilities too. There's an infinite amount of numbers of possibilities. Sorry, rambling. But no, I would like to collab with probably either Vic Fuentes, of course, Adam Gontier,
Mhm.
or David. We both know David, so
David Neer.
we have talked about collaborating on music, so that would be fun if we ever get the chance to. So that'd be fun.
Yeah, that's
But
definitely more realistic too. Like
yeah,
you're
no,
saying, the big names. I mean, you're gonna make it eventually. You put in enough work,
maybe.
it's gonna
Who knows?
happen. But you don't want to have that when they're like grandparents, right? Adam, can I collab with you? Oh, of course you can, Sonny
Of
boy.
course
Come
you
on,
can,
sit on my
Sonny.
lap.
Come sit on my lap and record some stuff.
This is what
Come
I
on
used
in,
to
Danny.
do for young whippersnappers like you, coming in and asking me for help with the music.
Yeah.
Oh, brings a tear to my eye. No, why
I'd
is
also
he
like to
country?
collab with two people I'd also really like to collab with is probably Chris Motionless or Corey Taylor probably.
Corey Taylor's awesome,
Yeah.
and he's a
I would
perfectionist.
love him to do some screaming with
He's
me.
so insane. Like the
Yeah.
reason that Eminem and Corey haven't worked together is because they're so alpha perfectionists that they would immediately like say, "Let's scrap the project. It's not good enough. My verse could have been
They would be
better.
so
I could have
stubborn, I feel.
gotta have to do the chorus again. You didn't do this right. You didn't do this right. I didn't do this right." That's
I'm the same way. So.
yeah, and it's fine because that's like your own criticism. It's always good to have self
Like
critique.
even if I can't get it like perfectly how I want things, I gotta have it at least similar-ish to how I want.
Yeah,
That makes sense, but yeah.
in that case, get in the room with Eminem and Corey Taylor. You'll have that culture shock of holy shit, I'm not alone. I'm the big artist in my mind. I have this in my brain as the most perfect thing. But like you said, we didn't even notice in the beginning how raw things were or peaking.
Yeah.
How peaking things were before. And now that we have your
Keep peeking over my fence, Danny. I'll blind you.
but
I mean it.
oh,
Throw some
shit,
pocket
man.
sand at you.
You're gonna make me put in more bloopers. That's what you're gonna have me do. Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, so you were set to do these raw recordings, and like you said, you're more of a perfectionist. You're trying to get this really good, easy. It's not easy.
No.
It's not simplified either. It's not perfection. But you said it's like it's flawless. You're looking for a flawless victory when you make your music. You want to have something that just works and works and works and
I
works.
don't even take the easy way with it. Like there's people that just use auto-tune filters just to filter their voice, make it sound decent. And it's like, come on, dude, put in the effort, man. I'm sitting in this chair for like 5 hours and you just click a button and there you go. Like, come on, man. Bro, come on, dude. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do like I don't want to talk too much crap, but like it's like just oh man, it just pisses me off. Like I'm sorry, it does.
It's all good, man. It's all
Like,
good.
bro. At least put some reverb, or maybe like just do reverb and some maybe do like a harmony type thing. That sure, just but just like dude, put in the effort, man. Like just,
Harmonies, doubles, very simple shit.
don't use auto tune.
Yeah. It's an easy way out, like you said.
That's like the pay to win option in a video game. It's like
That is a hot take, and it's absolutely correct. It is a pay to win. You are using a special ability to take down anything that's holding you back, and that's not fair
like
for the people.
I'm not even trying to like rip on anyone. Like I'm not saying I'm the greatest vocalist of all time. Y'all are just using auto tune. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like just I don't know. It just feels like you're not really putting in effort. It's just all you rely on is auto tune. Like I could be wrong. I don't know. But
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, hold on. I gotta do something. Hey, T-Pain, I said stay in your corner. This isn't cool, man. Stay in your corner. Sorry. What were we saying about auto tune?
It's T-Pain in your basement.
He's locked up in my basement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that Eminem Dr. Dre thing.
Pain and chains.
Yes, T-Pain and Chains. No, he's actually a really good singer, but he uses the auto tune for enhancement, and also because it was like the breaking thing at the time. Nowadays, yeah, like Fetty Wap and let's see, what was the big guy? Lil Yachty. Holy shit, that Sprite commercial thing, the Minnesota song that he made. Ugh. That's my answer for mumble rap and all that weird melodic rap.
I'm not into it. No,
Not into it. Yeah, I can handle a bit. Like if it's somebody I'm close to, like Proof, he wants to have another interview. I'm like, okay, man, I'll give you a shot.
I kind of like there is one rapper. I don't even know if he's a rapper really, but I kind of like Sway Lee.
Sway Lee is
He
great.
was featured on a Skrillex song a few years ago, and I liked it. So
He's also on Post Malone's song Sunflower for
yeah, those were great songs. I had no problem with
Into
it.
the Spider-Verse. Yeah, that was a great song for that too. It definitely got like when I first saw the movie, I was like, oh, okay, we're just using this as a marketing gimmick to put more Post Malone and Sway Lee out there. And then I understood a couple more times seeing the movie, and I was like, oh, he just vibes with it. Like, this is the way for Spider-Man to find his chill. Like, most of the Spider-Man, as we have found from No Way Home, like, find their building, their place to be, that just be away from everything. And for him, it was music, and then he found his place to be after he, of course, became Spider-Man. But
yeah,
very cool. And yeah, that song is effective. It's effective, and Sway Lee is a great singer, much better than the other guy that he collabs with. I can't remember his name right now, but I hate him. He sucks. Travis Scott, I think. Yeah, he sucks. He killed a bunch of people. Just kidding. I'm not going to bring that up.
I didn't know that. But okay.
I mean, he didn't kill people. He had his festival, and he allowed too many people there, so they got trampled. You don't know? Travis Scott accident, Travis Scott incident, Travis Scott scandal. Just type that in on Google and you'll be like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going back to church. No, he's not that terrible, but it's like his voice is just not great. Either way, for the finishing questions. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that's an easy one. When is the next single?
I have no idea. But no. I seriously don't know. Probably like, I mean, it's not even gonna be a single though. It's probably gonna be like an EP though.
Dude,
I'm probably just gonna make an EP like in the fall. I think.
What? You don't want to put out one song first? Just be like, oh, let's see how it goes.
No.
Just want to have the whole album ready to go.
No, I just want to make because that way people have options.
Your work ethic is insane, man.
If you don't like it, then hey, they got options. Then if you don't like that single, I've had because I dropped a single before and it got like no attention towards it. Like I put out Grave and it's not the best song, but it's like just bro, come on, man.
Yeah,
couldn't give it a chance. Come on, it was Halloween themed. Came right around that corner. I was like, come on, dude. But it was like that's why I don't do it. Like I just don't waste my time with singles, really.
That makes sense.
Just put out an EP, and then when that's after a bit, maybe in the coming year, then I'll put out like another album probably. I don't know.
So late fall, early winter time.
Yeah, that's when that EP will come out. It'll probably be like three or four tracks probably.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe, possibly three. I don't know. I don't want to do too much with it, but
solid.
Because I kind of treat EPs as little album teasers, kind of.
Yeah,
that's how I treat it. But
yeah, I'm looking forward to your next LP. That'll be next year.
Thank you, man.
And then you'll figure out like what you want to do with it. Because your post-hardcore move, probably the best choice you've made so far.
No, I agree.
Because like I said in the beginning, you had really cool voice and like Fake Smile. That specific song was like something I was so critical on. I told you this from the reaction, but like it's changed. It's changed in like the way that you sing it and everything like that. It was nice and quiet. And then I told you, I'm like, dude, just sing a little bit louder, right? That's where my mindset was at. And now here you are screaming, and I'm like, yep.
I'm still told though that I don't sing loud enough. And I'm like, What are you talking about,
I
man?
mean, you
How
can,
low do you want me to go?
yeah, you gotta
I don't
boost
get it,
it
man.
more and more. It's impossible. The
Like
only
I
way you can
can't
do that
please
to
nobody.
truly record that is like in a garage or in a basement without anyone disturbing your presence. And good luck
Hmm.
with that because, life happens. We all
Yeah, you'll
have
hear
people
like you'll
surrounding
hear like a
us.
neighbor with like a lawnmower mowing right beside you.
Yeah. Speaking of mowing the lawn, that's what I'm going to be doing next. But for my final question, this is going to be a fun one for you. What is your question for me, Jay? Any question,
Any
throw it at
question?
me. Yes.
I have a question for you. Okay. So Mr. Dan of the Media Men, what is your favorite morgue file case?
I am going to say two.
You like two?
Yes, two
You
is the
hate two.
most
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
the most disturbing and the most re-listenable.
It is disturbing, I will
I
say.
I enjoy part one specifically because I feel heroic aspects of the main character, what's his name, Toby, and I was
Tobias,
like,
yeah.
this is a solid character. I feel like a heroic anti-hero kind of story brewing because obviously bad
A
things
little bit,
happen.
yeah. I mean, he's still a killer, but
The
he's not.
third
He
one,
didn't really do it for like a wrongish reason, no, exactly. But I mean, killing is killing, obviously. But
true. Morgue Files Part 3
because you sympathize. But
or Case 3 is so hard to figure out where it's going. Like the beginning of it has no connection to the
yeah.
middle, and the middle connects directly to the end.
Mm.
Like when you get the reveal of who the voice is on the phone, all of that gives you like this understanding of like
Mm.
what the stakes are, how long this entity has been around, what's been going on behind the scenes with these other characters that you never met until this story.
Yeah.
Like with the specific one in Case 2, from the beginning, I am with this family. I'm
Mm.
in the car with them getting to this house. I get into the house and I'm feeling what these two characters are feeling. Like I said in one of the comments, I wanted more time with Lou, but the time that I get with Jeff is so rewarding
I
because
do
I
want to get more time
understand
with
the
Jeff.
kinds of struggles he's going through. I understand the things that are driving him up the wall, the things that are making Lou go crazy as well, but the things that really make Jeff snap. And by the time he does
Mm.
snap, and the way that the story just works continuity wise to finish off with this epic, evil, dark, demonic conclusion, and then to connect it to the other story, because obviously, spoiler alert, at the end of Case 1, we get introduced to Jeff. Like, it just worked so much better because you
Yeah,
understood why the character is a psycho, what his
yeah.
reasoning is, as if he doesn't even have one. But
I
like
don't
all
even know
of
if he
that,
has one.
yeah, it paid off well. Case 4 is so new still. I really want to
You
know
know,
if it's going to connect to Case 5.
I
If you
like it when I'm sorry to cut you off.
no, you're
Actually,
good,
I'm
you're good.
sorry.
But it's also
I was gonna
prequels,
say
so I
that
Crothers.
Mr. Crowther.
Crothers, what they get
Annie, have some
Detective
cthulhu for dinner.
Adrian Kent, is he in that? Like them younger
I
or
like
something?
Vargas.
Was
And
it was it
case 4? I like Vargas.
was it Vargas? Oh, it is Vargas.
He
Okay.
was a
In that
dude that kind of. I always thought he kind of sounded like Harvey Dent from like or not. Wait, was it Harvey? It's in Gotham. He's one of the detectives.
who's
He's like the
the
bigger guy.
who's the detective from Case 3 that's not Adrian?
Oh, damn it.
One eternity later.
Son of a bitch, it was Detective Norris.
God damn it. Oh,
Damn it, Jay. Get it right. Get it right,
so your
dog.
favorite characters are Adrian.
No. Detective Norris,
Oh,
wasn't he in Case 4, the prequel?
yeah, he was in that.
Exactly. So we got a
Yeah, he was in
continuity
that.
there. And that's what I was talking about. Like, Case 2 begins and ends with its story.
Mhm.
No one in Case 3 is connected to Case 2 besides, I don't know, Mr. Crothers or some dude that gets attacked by a dog. Like, that's the only thing. The rest of it is completely its own thing, and it's still connected to Case 1 in some way.
Yeah.
And it was just like the payoff of it and the truly brutal nature at the end, like so well done. It is literally a horror movie
I
in
really
one
like
case.
it how I like it when killers in movies and slashers when they don't show you the motive exactly. Like take someone like Michael Myers for example. He doesn't have a reason for killing. He just does it.
The eyes of the devil. Those
Guys.
eyes, those horrible yellow eyes.
Wait. Innocent. Innocent.
What does she say? And forgive us.
Deliver us
Deliver us from
Can a Spider-Man come out to play?
Oh my god, so good, dude.
But I like Case One. Still is my favorite.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's the most relatable. Like at least for me in some situations it is. I also liked. Everyone loves Case 4. Come on, Case 4 is Case 4.
Yeah.
Come on. I cried like a baby when you played Cinderella, Sally.
I cried like a baby.
Wait, I'm gonna redo that. Come on. I cried like a baby when you played Cinderella, Sally.
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 I love it how he pronounces that. It's just
dude, it's so psycho. It is literally so psycho.
Man. Oh, I have another question actually.
Okay, what's your last question?
If I'm allowed.
Yes, I allow it.
So I have a question for you. My question, good sir. What is your favorite cartoon show?
Currently or from my childhood? Still South Park.
Still South Park?
Yes. My childhood.
Dan, are you gonna add me as friend on Facebook?
My childhood is probably
Stan, I was Jane Smith was my son. God. Oh, with my mic.
the thing that like stood the test of time besides SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents.
That's a good show.
That show.
I agree.
Probably one of the funniest, like not realistic, but just like over exaggerated shows. And the time where freaking Cosmo is the one having the baby. I was dying. Like the shit that they came up with, like how he's eating all these horrible things, like they're just mocking the exaggerated version of what women have to go through when they're pregnant. Like I was dying because I was like, oh my god, this is so strange. Like it's so spot on though, like the mood swings and stuff like that. Like the way that character, the voice actor had to play that is just perfect. And I think that show isn't highly rated enough. It didn't get as much credit as SpongeBob because SpongeBob is the one for the memes, you know?
Yeah, SpongeBob is like the goat to all people for some reason.
But SpongeBob first 200 episodes, which they have as like a DVD set, that I understand. The first 200 episodes are good. Really good.
SpongeBob has like this new continuity stuff, and like I don't understand anything in SpongeBob anymore. I don't know what
it doesn't look good either.
Characters are. No, it does not.
It looks too polished. I don't like. I didn't like when they changed his shape to make him like 3-dimensional. I was like, no. Like, Doodle Bob SpongeBob, that shit's funny.
Yeah.
SpongeBob where he needs to have a glass of water, that shit's funny. SpongeBob with disturbing imagery for no apparent reason when he's looking at somebody's eyeball, that's weird. Yeah. I don't understand that. I like the exaggeration though with the Krusty Krab pizza. That shit's funny.
The Krusty Krab pizza.
Pizza is the pizza for you and me. The Krusty Krab pizza. The Krusty Krab pizza.
You win. I think my favorite cartoon is probably still Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular Spider-Man, that is a great show that I have completely missed out on. I think it's on Disney Plus, so I could catch up on it.
Yeah, it is. It's also on DVD.
But I'm somebody that Sorry, I tell myself all the time I'm gonna jump into these shows and then I never watch them. It took me so long to watch Jaws. I was like, oh, I know I have to see this. It's the ultimate first blockbuster of all time. I have to see it.
I still have to watch it.
Finally saw it last week, 2 weeks ago. And I was like, yep, this was great. I should have seen it earlier than this.
I still have not seen Back to the Future.
It's okay, Jay.
Rage activated.
Just calming down.
Yes.
Find
Yes.
your chi.
The wise.
What was the last thing you were trying to say?
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Fridge.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man is like a great freaking show. Like it was. I was gonna say that apparently I heard season 3 is gonna come out. I think. I'm not positive, but I heard rumors saying that there's gonna be a season 3.
Season
Just
3?
the movie. Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 3. Season 3 of Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Episode 4 of the Tobey Maguire trilogy. We need Spider-Man Central. The problem being, Sony is more focused on the new Spider-Man they created with Miles Morales. They're more focused on that. They're going to show us little bits and pieces of what we loved before, but they're not going to move forward with any of those ideas as long as that one makes money. So after the trilogy finishes, hopefully it'll only be a trilogy, then maybe we'll get our wish of seeing one of those Spider-Man stories come back.
We want to see Andrew. We want to see Toby. We want to see these people, even if it's just in the MCU. We want to see these guys again. Come on, we need to get them.
I feel bad for Toby.
Yeah,
because he was. I mean, he's not. let me rephrase that. Tobey Maguire, not a nice guy.
Really,
not a good person to work with. A lot of people have major issues with him. His character, though, was put into the dumpster at the end of 3 and then not resurrected for like 12, 15 years. Finally, we get that, but now we never get to see the character again. I just feel like that's not as cool as like what they want to do with Andrew, who looks the exact same as he did when he finished his
he looks practically the same, just
second movie.
And there you go.
Exactly.
Like, he really looks no different.
He looks great in No Way Home.
He like is literally just us though. Like Andrew literally is us. He defines the Spider-Man fans. Like he is literally a Spider-Man fan.
I am Spider-Man.
That's what you gotta love. When people Dan, I gotta tell you something, man. You're not gonna believe me. I am Spider-Man.
Ooh.
You can just flip a picture of me on like as Spider-Man.
Put your face on there. And then have you over Toby's face and then play the outro. I am Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No, I am Iron Man.
Actually, one cartoon I started recently watching, and I never got to watch it really as a kid or anything like that. So I started watching it on Netflix now that it's on there. I started watching Young Justice, actually.
Young Justice. That's the Justice League as kids?
No, it's like, well, I mean, kind of, but no, it's like all the sidekicks, and they're like, you know.
Oh, the sidekicks.
Yeah. This was during time when TV shows could show drama and actually be mature.
You mean like Teen Titans?
Exactly, like almost like Teen Titans, yes.
Dude, Teen Titans is thebomb.com.
Yeah.
The thing I never realized, knowing that I had no comic book knowledge, is that Slade Wilson was a actual character. I thought they made him up for the Teen Titans only.
No.
So, he never showed up in any of my Batman stories. He didn't show up in my Mr. Freeze movie with Batman. He didn't show up with Batman and Superman on VHS. So I was like, okay, well, he's not there. He's not a real thing. They made him up for this story and he's cool. And then they invited Nightwing into the story too. Like, Teen Titans was the ultimate DC fan club kind of thing. And most people love it.
Yeah.
And now we have like Teen Titans Go, which just...
Yeah. I can understand it to be funny, I guess, sure, but it's like we don't really want just funny.
Yeah, DC isn't good for that. That's not their kind of thing. They're known as the darker comics. Minus Aquaman.
Darker comics.
Minus Aquaman.
God, just come on, man.
But yeah. So that's what you've been watching recently. You've been catching up on Young Justice, and your favorite show is Spectacular Spider-Man. I say South Park still, because I don't think that satire will ever be matched like South Park does. The fact that they have the same balls that like major trolls do before trolling existed, they had the balls to say things that you weren't allowed to say. And my favorite, it's in the Cartoon Wars, which is a banned episode, but they put up like a censored version of Muhammad because they got in trouble for showing Muhammad. And then they said it's got like Comedy Central all over it. Who told them to turn off the episode? Like we can't perform this. And so they put Comedy Central all over it. Like the balls that they have to still work for that company and still roast them. It's awesome. And I really hope
It is very funny
that like TV shows in the future will take that risk as well and say, you know what, let's do it for the sake of comedy.
I hope like cartoons will actually like at least like cartoons for like say me or you back in the day, like it was mature and stuff like that. We like that. Nowadays cartoons I feel are just dumbed down.
Dumbed down. Dude, Cat Dog.
No, I mean like those 2000s.
Pinky in the Brain.
No, like I mean like
Powerpuff Girls. You're telling me
Okay,
oh
okay.
yeah, Dan,
But,
they
like,
just
I mean,
started rotting
yeah.
brains.
I mean like the action type cartoons. Like take something like Static Shock, for example. Beautiful show.
Static Shock was really good.
Yes.
He needs a full feature. I hope
needs a
that
live
James
action.
Gunn, if James Gunn could do
Yeah.
something with Blue Beetle, he could do something with Static Shock. He is a DC character as far as I know.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Daredevil.
No, he's Marvel. No, I'm kidding. He's DC.
No, he's DC.
Yeah.
Marvel would never show up on Cartoon Network.
No.
Disney or whoever was in charge did not like
Yeah,
that
like-
network for some reason. I don't know.
No, it was always DC with Cartoon Network, from what I
Yeah.
remember. We didn't in Canada.
Oh, because
we
Warner
didn't
Brothers
get-
owned Cartoon
Yeah.
Network. That's it.
We didn't, because we didn't get I didn't get Cartoon Network till like probably like 2012-ish, 2010. I forget. It was somewhere along that in early like 2010s. That's when we got it finally.
Yeah.
Because in Canada, all we had was like YTV and Teletoon Retro, and just all these other like kind of. And oh yeah, we also had Disney XD.
Nothing.
And Nickelodeon.
Nothing
and 4
better than Toonami.
We
I
didn't have
was-
Toonami.
I
We
was
didn't
never
have it.
never into anime or anything, but what I've heard from people that are like loving
Yeah.
anime, like that was the place to be. Toonami.
I think we have something like Toonami nowadays. I think here.
I would hope
I
so.
don't know what channel it is. And I
There's
can't
Boomerang.
remember.
Boomerang was what we had back in the day.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo would be playing on there. My dad would tape that on VHS, and then I'd get to watch it later in the day. But Boomerang
was
is now like its own network or its own application.
That was basically what Teletoon Retro was. It played like Scooby Doo and Flintstones and like the 80s Batman cartoon, or wait, 80s. No, the one with Adam West. Yeah.
80s, dude. I wish Adam West was in the 80s. That would have been
It was
the
his
most.
cartoon though. I think it was
Just-
like
just
you know what I'm
imagine-
talking about, right?
Adam West's Batman in Tim Burton's Batman movies.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't 80s.
Just walking through Gotham, just like all Dutch angles
And
everywhere. It's all
thing is
Dutch
that, like,
angles.
Another show that was on there was like the 60s or 70s Spider-Man cartoon as well. But I was not really into that one, to be honest. I didn't like the animation as much. I liked the memes, sure, and I liked all the parody stuff on YouTube. Those are fun.
But just
But,
imagine this edit that it's coming to me right now because we got the new Batman and new old Batman in the Flash. So Michael Keaton's Batman is like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. And then you got Adam West that comes in and he's like, jumping jellyfish, jumping jelly beans. He's just like the most cleaned up, really corny shit. That would be so funny to watch somebody edit Adam West into the Tim Burton Batman.
Oh man. That is so funny though.
But I believe we are ending the meeting. I have to mow my lawn, like I said before. Thank you so much for joining me, Jay. This was an awesome conversation. I hope the best for you, for your music moving forward. Remember, everybody, if you enjoy our conversation, if you enjoy how blunt and brutal we are towards media and music and everything like that, please check us out. My links are in the description in my About section. Jay's links are in the description down below. help him out as much as you possibly can. Play that album repeatedly. It's only 6 or 7 songs. It won't take much of your day, and you'll feel better from it. It's like medication that you aren't told to take. So I'm telling you to take it. Take your meds with a spoonful of sugar. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. Thank you again, Jay, for joining me. I hope all of you guys have an awesome day and stay safe out there. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the Media Man Dan podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have an awesome day and stay safe out there. Peace.